when do you get a makeover in this show? It has to happen, right?
It's interesting you asked that because I don't know how far, well, I can't tell you what
I've
happens. It
been
would be
three
a
episodes.
spoiler. I was going to have a serious makeover at one point and then I backtracked. Um, I don't know. I kind of am digging this whole look for Gus, and I don't know that I want to mess with that. She's kind of my connection to this character.
It won't come as a surprise to anyone that Wendy started as an actual supermodel and looks good no matter what she is wearing,
This was
hair,
50 years
clothes,
ago.
stop. So
Have you
she can
though?
make it all work.
You've never seen Wendy where she doesn't look great, right?
Literally
And
never.
so now when she has this hair hanging down where you go, what is this? You know?
This is Gus.
I
This
think
is
even
Gus.
that looks so
No,
chic.
but this was one of the reasons I jumped at the chance to do this, but because this was a woman who was no frills, just she was just down and dirty and tough and it was so much fun just finding. I just immediately they describe her as a witch, and I thought, well, then she should have long gray hair
And even that looked good.
and wear overalls and
Very
men's
annoying.
shirts and
But
boots.
should she be mean to her daughters?
Bruce, there's a reason people behave the way they do, and maybe you're not giving her the benefit of the doubt.
Well,
No, you're right. You're 100%
Maybe her
correct.
daughters have abandoned her and left her all alone, and maybe there's some stuff going on that you just don't know about yet.
okay, I'm only on episode 3, so
I'm
more
with
can happen,
Bruce. Bruce, you nailed it dead to rights.
right? And I got to go to Donkeys sometime. That sounds like
Honestly,
She wears those little short shorts well,
oh
doesn't
my
she?
God, that was a day on set when I was quite red for most of the day, blushing quite a bit.
I mean, the thing I found about this, honestly, I'll be honest with you. I did not expect this show to twist and turn as much as it does. It
Yeah.
starts out where you think it's this kind of bucolic little competition. And then you find out that some of the good people really have a bad streak in them. And I mean, were you shocked when you read it and you go, oh my God, this is not what I thought it was going to be?
I was not shocked, and actually, that's why I signed on to do this show. Was because when I saw who was involved, when I saw that it was creators behind Shrinking, behind Girls Five Eva, behind Schitt's Creek, these like extremely provocative, pushing the envelope comedies, I thought I actually expected it to be dangerous and cutting edge and things, just words that I hadn't prior to now associated with other Hallmark material that I'd seen, and yet it maintains that like female centered, incredibly connected, deeply warm, all of those wonderful qualities that people go to Hallmark to see, but then also like, really edgy kind of cable stuff.
And I think, that's what really makes for a satisfying show. And with the advent of streaming and so many great shows, I always liken it. Annie came from Shrinking, which is a show I work on. And on that show, I think it's a perfect example of where they go dark sometimes, but it's very funny. So it is like life. It's the ups and the downs, and you start to really be invested in the characters because you see why they are the way they are, and they might be slightly damaged, but they also have incredible hearts and souls. And once you start to know them and understand why they behave the way they do, you start rooting for them to get better. And I think that happens in this. And we just had some amazing character actors who came in and rounded out the cast, and it was. We dared to go where I don't think any Hallmark show has gone before.
And at the time when they're starting reality TV shows, you're knocking them. Just hate to say that,
Somebody's got to do it.
but Jen, are you somebody who does do home makeovers and things like that?
Um, I think if my significant other heard that, he would have a very good little chuckle. I am
Okay.
not controlling in that way. I would say that my space tends to be a touch more chaotic than my characters.
I can vouch for that. I've seen her train.
I mean, I have a dog, for heaven's sake. But I do understand the tendency to want to control things in order to feel slightly more power over your situation. Just maybe not Okay, I'll say this. I just hired a home organizer for the first time
Oh,
myself in my own home. I'll never go back. It is the up level that I wish for every American. It is truly a spiritual experience.
but do you keep it that way? No, you don't.
Yes, I'm good because you just follow the colors. You just, get red and then orange and then yellow, and that's how you do your clothes.
Oh my
I
God.
just needed to hire. And then, oh my God, they show up with the label maker, and you just think, oh my goodness, they put things into stacking boxes, and all of a sudden you're free. It's great.
I want that, but it won't happen, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Wendy, you've been on a lot of ensemble shows that really click. But what is the secret to that? What is making sure that ensemble works? Because this one I think does.
Yeah, I do
But
too. And you never
what
know
is that?
until you're in there. Even when we did the table read for Hot in Cleveland, after the table read for the network and all the writers, Betty looked around, she said, "Oh my gosh, I think we've really got something here." Because you don't know until you're in the room together. And I had never met Genevieve or Skylar. I had worked with Leah before, but I think we knew that day we did the table read, we all just went, okay, these are four people I would believe are completely unique and different, but I can imagine them in this world together, and I'm gonna buy it. And so it's that ineffable thing that happens with chemistry. It's the writing. It always starts with the writing. And
Felicia Fasano, I mean, the casting
casting,
director
yeah.
put together like an incredible orchestra and the four different instruments that
We're
are
like
the
a
four of
quartet.
us. Yeah, totally.
Well, then how do you go about bonding? Do you go out together and do things like that? Or
Only if you like them. I mean,
We did.
we did.
We actually went to Skylar's every Sunday. She had the biggest house and it was on the water. She had her kids with her and her mom, who's Sissy Spacek, who became a friend. So it was delightful.
Totally.
And so we would all just take stuff over on a Sunday afternoon and hang out for hours. And then we started inviting the greater cast, our supporting people. And we went to concerts together.
It actually
was
is
really-
unusual that
it was
that
really
happens.
fun.
It really is. As much as people might talk about that on a press tour, for it to be genuine, for us to have a very active text thread to this day that we do contribute to pretty much daily, even after
Especially
having
her.
wrapped. Yeah, I like to talk to them.
did you try chicken cooking competitions then? Did you cook against each other or not?
That didn't happen. I did watch some, but also this one doesn't
I don't
even
eat
eat chicken.
No, I don't eat.
So there would
I'm a
be-
pescatarian. I haven't eaten chicken or meat for over 40 years.
There would be
so-
scenes where
kidding.
she's serving chicken
No,
and we
I
have to
just
keep cutting
used- I
away
used-
from her plate
I
to my
used
plate. Where I'm like,
shrooms. I use mushrooms. They make me a fake mushroom chicken fillet or something if I had to eat one. Or I just ate the what is it,
The-
grits
the-
or
the string
whatever we
beans.
had is the string beans. I ate a lot of string beans.
That's the secret to Mimi's success, right?
Yeah, that chicken's made out of mushrooms.
And did you ever have any kind of hesitation that, oh, I can't do this show because I'm
Well, at
pescatarian?
first, I remember my manager, my agents all laughing, saying, "This is pretty hilarious, but you're a chicken sister, and I know you haven't touched that stuff in like 50 years, so, and you don't really cook." But I'm an actress, so I can make it happen.
We're acting, right?
Acting.
That's how I must ask you one more because it's playing my dear Anne and Abby. How was that?
Oh, I had a very good time acting with myself. I played both of them. They're twins. That was very interesting, but it was it takes an awful lot of time to put on the stuff, and then we started out where I was really young, so you have to use these things to make your face look really smooth. And then at the end, I was like 50 years older, and they had to put all of the little added things on to age me. And so you spend an awful lot of time in the makeup trailer. Thankfully, I had great makeup artists, and we always drank wine at the end of the day, and it made it better.
It sounds like Anne and Abby. They were like they loved that. They were real good.
It was pretty interesting.
How long can this series last? Is it one and done, or can it go many years?
well, you're gonna have to watch it and show them that you love it, and then I'll do it for as long as you want. I had a ball.
You would do it more than one season.
I would.
Oh yeah, they have ideas for. You'll see in the course of this season that there are a lot of loose ends, but it's there's some cliffhangers towards the end, so it requires some more.
How far does the book go?
I don't know, because I never finished reading the book.
It got too confusing because there's so many departures. I wasn't sure what I was supposed to be taking to heart and what we weren't going to use. So I couldn't, I tried, but I couldn't do it. I had to stay really specific with our
So
script.
it could go on forever, right?
Yes, I think KJ at Dell'Antonia has been incredibly supportive and by the way, what a remarkable quality in an author to be able to surrender your creation so much to other creatives. But she came to set. She's just been a real
Yeah.
cheerleader for
And
this
we
process,
essentially
so.
took her novel and then they just tweaked it, put it in the South, changed some of the names.
Yeah,
things
I don't
like
have
that.
kids on the show,
Yeah.
like so.
No, I think it'd be interesting to someday have them all come to my funeral.
Oh,
Show.
you think that's happening? She has to get the makeover first. We
Oh,
can't
you
have
are really married to this whole idea of a
I think
makeover.
she's
I
so
think
she-
I've really disturbed him with my look.
Yeah, let's
I-
not tell them that those are your clothes that you brought to set.
She's just wearing from
I live
home,
on a
right?
ranch. I have animals. I'm not really a fancy girl in my real life. So
But boy, you play a good one on television. So I love that. Hey, thank you guys so much. I appreciate this.
Bruce,
And
what a
have great
pleasure.
good luck with this. It seems like lots of fun.
it
Say
is.
hi to Sioux City.
I will do that for sure, especially on behalf of Ann and Abby because they're from Sioux
I
City.
know. Iowans. All right.
They were born on the 4th of July. So there you go.
There you go.
Bye.
Thank you kids so much.
Bye.